Voyage of Temptation, winner of Star Wars episode that most sounds like a Harlequin romance novel, is about the trip to deliver the Duchess and her entourage to Coruscant, which isn't going to be without incident since this would be a rather pointless episode. Rather like how Titanic wouldn't have made billions if it was the tale of an uneventful boat ride. So the point is made crystal clear to the troops just how important it will be for them to be vigilant. Death Watch has already proven to have agents in the highest places. Someone might try to assassinate the Duchess on this trip. So as her bodyguards, you'll need to take a bullet for her. If it comes down to that, yes. So we're going to practice that right now until we get it right. Anakin can sense nervousness, and while that's normal from his men whenever he happens to be around, he senses it from Obi-Wan, who admits that he and the Duchess have some history. But that was long ago. We shouldn't think about that. We should probably be thinking about the sign of something ominous coming out of that crate. That's likely to do more than skulk around and scare people. Meanwhile, the big busted robot waitress is serving drinks, perpetuating unrealistic body images amongst robots, while the Duchess gives her view on this war in the most noble of positions, lounging on a pile of pillows. She says that war is an affront and they will have no part of it, while Obi-Wan interrupts to disagree.
Senators, I presume you are acquainted with the collection of half-truths and hyperbole known as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Ouch, even Anakin acts subdued after that introduction. Things quickly heat up, and not in the way that Voyage of Temptation would imply.
What Master Skywalker means is that we are acting at the behest of your highness, to protect you from the Death Watch and the Separatists who don't share your neutral point of view.
I asked for no such thing.
That may be so, but a majority of your court did.
I do not remember you as one to hide behind excuses.
I do not remember you as one to shrink from responsibilities.
Senator Blue Guy slips in and says, "Just oil up and get humping already." Now he kind of draws things to a close. Not as subtle as he could be, perhaps, but it's certainly better than Captain Picard's "I declare all disagreements resolved" pronouncement. While they're trying to play diplomacy while passing alcohol around, wonderful mix there, a couple of troopers and R2 are checking around the storage bays for any signs of trouble. I think they found some. Soon the other trooper is taken out, but the real fight is upstairs, where Obi-Wan insists that the war isn't about choice, while she insists that even extremists can be reasoned with. Although that didn't seem to work too well last episode, did it? Finally, everyone kindly asks if they can keep the fighting down until after dinner at least, giving enough of a break in the action for Anakin to probe into that history that Obi-Wan's keen on not discussing. Obi-Wan explains that he and Qui-Gon spent a year on Mandalore protecting the Duchess from insurgents. And not like guard duty. They were constantly on the run from bounty hunters and just trying to survive.
Sounds romantic.
Well, this is a guy who courted his future wife through death traps. Huddled in a tent munching on pine cones and beetles, that probably sounds like an expensive vacation to him. This is tied into her pacifist beliefs. The Mandalorians in her group turned their back on their warrior past, while two other factions fought in a Mandalorian civil war, resulting ultimately in her group winning out by avoiding the fighting whenever possible. But the damage the world and their people have suffered, both from the Civil War and from the times that the Republic would come in and pound them into the dirt, has been really brutal. Hence why she is doubly committed to their ideals of peace. That latter point, incidentally, is why the Republic sending in forces would help Death Watch. Even the pacifists have hard feelings toward the Republic for nuking their world from orbit and leaving so many wastelands, even if it was at the end of a conflict that the Mandalorians had started. Republic troops on Mandalore? That would rub everyone on every side the wrong way. That's why the Separatists want that done so badly. Anyway, this is all likely contributing to the Duchess' hostility towards Obi-Wan's point of view, since he left, Jedi duties and all of that, rather than staying to help her rebuild her world. Now that he's a general, in her mind it says that he's more interested in waging war than cleaning up after one. But before we can explore that further, word comes in from the troops that those two guys are missing and they're going to need some help with that. Let's go. No, I'll go down there. My men will find this assassin and die trying. Or die trying. Yeah, sure, anything's possible, I guess.